Today's story takes place in Jacksonville in the northeast of Florida. Now, many decades ago, Jacksonville became a consolidated city-county with Duval County. This created one metropolitan area called the City of Jacksonville and Duval County, an enormous area which actually is the most populated city in all of Florida. Now, that's not strictly important for this story, but sometimes you might hear people referencing things that went down in Jacksonville or Duval County. Just know that they're basically one and the same. Now, if you've been a fan of Florida rappers like YNW Melly, then you'll know that guns are readily available in the state of Florida. In fact, the majority of people in the state seem to be armed to the teeth. And much like the city itself, the gangs that roam the streets of Jacksonville have a long history too. Over the past few decades, many gangs and gangsters have called Jacksonville, Florida their home. From Rolling 20s Bloods to Crips, GDs, and Hispanic gangs like MS-13, fleeing other states and setting up shop in Jacksonville. However, the gangsters that we're interested in for the sake of this story are those talented ones who rap. And when it comes to Jacksonville, one of the biggest names to ever come out of the city is of course Yungeen Ace. Real name Kayanta Bullard, Ace was born in Chicago but moved to Florida as a child. He actually started rapping at the young age of 14, finding himself rolling with a crew of rapping G's called Yungeen Gang, a crew apparently founded by Flip the Youngin and Trigger Romo.
They were older than me, I was younger.
Oh, okay.
But they name was to spell it like Y-U-N-G.
So Ace, along with his Yungeen Gang boys, made songs like the early track Go to War, which came along with a music video where they were showing off some heavy artillery. Hell, at one point a dude even pulls out a World War I looking rifle with a goddamn bayonet at the end. Guess these guys are in the trenches for real for real. Now that music video introduced us to a few other familiar faces that were around Ace in the early days of his career. That includes Ace's blood brother Quan Quan, or 2 Times, and his close homie 23, or RJ. Now this was Ace's first big breakout song, racking up a whopping 100k views in the first week, going on to rack up a Big Boy M. This was the song that made Ace a bona fide rapper. And despite a minor setback with Ace getting sent to jail on a juvenile charge, with his first taste for success in the music industry, Ace would continue to flood the market with music and raise his profile. So with a lot of success in the rap game and a solid reputation in the streets, Ace's circle of influence in Jacksonville would continue to grow, and over time, fans would begin to recognize the faces of people in his crew. Other people include Kobe, aka 4, Fast Money Goon, Rollo, Red Dot, D De Niro, Ray Spaz, Trey Shorty, Crazy K, Sosa, or Scotty. Now, at a certain point later on in the story, Ace lost a few of his day one homies and would move away from the Yungeen Gang, which was originally made up of Ace's day one homies more from the Orange Park and west side of Jacksonville. However, over time and as the story develops, Ace and his remaining friends from the west would grow close to a number of crews on the east side of Jacksonville, forming a new group of crews which would roll together under the name of ATK, something which most people seem to understand as standing for Ace's Top Killers, but for the record, other people have described ATK as potentially standing for Ace to Kill, Aim to Kill, or just being short for attack. So this crew, as they were known, would soon become affiliated with the Melvin Park area of Jacksonville, with several people that represent under the ATK banner hailing from there, including the supposed demon of Jacksonville, K-So. Now, we're going to learn more about this guy as the story goes on, but let me tell you, he is super scary. By his own admission, K-So will quite literally kill for anything.
I kill you if you staring at my grandpa DeVos. My mama told me kill, cause I be killing niggas. You for real? Man, for real, I be really killing niggas. I don't tell lies. All I do is stay facts. Kill any nigga. I do not care where he at.
He ain't lying. We've also got K-So's brother, Boss Goon, ATK YBZ, and also affiliated with ATK are the crew 1200, hailing out of 1200 block on the east side, a crew which back in the day has been referred to as 187 or Out West. Now this crew is affiliated with an area running from the TIAA Bank Field to Evergreen Cemetery and up to just before 21st Street. Some members of this group have been known to represent under the S4C, meaning Spaz for Corbin, a reference to a fallen friend of theirs. And you might also see Jump Out or Cuckoo Gang affiliated with members of this group too. And hailing from this area are several familiar faces such as Spinner Benz and his blood brother Whopper Wit the Chopper, aka Doochie, as well as A-Team Michi, Bevel 5 or B5, Lil Poppa, Greenlight, Lil Leaky, and Suge. So that's the ATK crew. Considering how grisly the hit on Ace and his brothers were, it's no surprise that deadly retaliation was only around the corner. On July 23rd, 2018, a reunion was taking place on Jacksonville's east side at Philip Randolph Park, with around 1,000 people in the area. The following Facebook video captured the moment that gunshots were fired in the crowd, causing a panic in the park.
It appears to show a woman running from gunfire at a block party in Jacksonville.
Action News Jax first broke this story last night.
Police say a man was killed when dozens of rounds were fired on A. Philip Randolph Boulevard. JSO told Action News Jack's Brittany Donovan that 1,000 people were at the block party at that time.
It turns out that these shots had been fired at a man named Lawrence Davis, aka Trey D, aka 8. He was a close friend of Foolio's who would sadly pass away later in the hospital.
Has identified the 21-year-old man killed during a local reunion on the east side. Investigators said that Lawrence David was shot to death Saturday.
A few weeks after this, 6 Block tried to retaliate for Trey D's killing, an incident where 3 people were shot.
Okay, this is kind of funny. So Lil Poppa actually copyright claimed this video before I took it live because he'd used the audio from this news report in a song and put it on Spotify without permission. So I can't show you the news report. And funnily enough, this claim obviously led me to discover that it was actually him that got shot in this incident, Lil Poppa. He actually talks about it in the song Purple Heart, which I can't show you any of because he's copyrighted it, but there you go, fun fact.
It was also this month in July 2018 that a young man named Corbin would go missing, and he wouldn't be heard from again for an entire year. As more evidence / self-snitching piled up, the cops continued expanding their investigation, further targeting ATK as a full-blown crime organization, going so far as to name Queso's dad as a 30-year Jacksonville crime family boss.
Yeah, he's on a list of group of individuals who police say are in the ATK gang, Ace's top killers. Here he is. Right here, there is the picture.
JSO says Abdul Robinson ran a crime family centered around drugs for decades.
There's many names for ATK. Ace's top killers is one, but it's led by a man named Abdul Robinson, who's been a central crime figure in Jacksonville for probably the last 30 years plus.
He added the pair, along with several others, could be connected to numerous unsolved murders in the city.
In fact, ever since this info has come to light, throwback footage of Queso's dad running in the streets of Jacksonville has even emerged and begun circulating on YouTube. Anywho, with Queso and his family sat in jail royally fucked, the feud between ATK and KTA would continue. In the streets, on songs, and weirdly, on Clubhouse. Because only 2 days before Who I Smoke released, on the 26th of March 2021, Ace and Foolio end up talking to each other directly in the same room on Clubhouse, with them apparently being joined by surviving members on both sides of the beef, including Zion Brown's sister who ATK tried to kill twice. And this led to a pretty bizarre conversation that most fans of Jacksonville rap would have never imagined would happen. At one point, Foolio basically retells the story of a fight that he had with ATK's Lil Poppa at a Jacksonville mall back in 2018, with Foolio arguing to Ace that he was fighting with Poppa much longer than the video shows.
I watched you grid, bro. That shit.
But no, you didn't. You probably saw a little pussy-ass YouTube video. That shit wasn't shit. The fuck? And then we were really fighting on, bro. We were really fighting longer than that. That nigga know that. Like, I fought that man. We were fighting for at least 30 seconds to a minute. That's a long ass time. People don't know.
Also in the call was apparently Lil Nine's brother, 23K, who was going off on Ace any opportunity that he had.
Hey, Bit Nine, you think I don't know how to fight, Bit Nine?
You don't know how to fight. Hey, bro, I would knock your shit out, bro. I would beat the fuck out of you.
Huh?
Bit Nine.
Y'all gonna get y'all ass shot.
Hey, you gonna do that though, Foolio?
Do what?
Shot dead in y'all face.
You said I did what?
TK.
What? Oh, man, listen, but that's my brother for real, man.
Hey, Bit Nine.
Bro, what? Green ass nigga?
Don't yell at me. Yeah,
hey, I know what type of nigga y'all live too. I swear to God, boy. Boy, you niggas funny.
Bit Nine, hold on. Bit Nine. Stop yelling at me, bro. Real shit, bro.
Nah, you gonna get sent up there.
We thirsty, huh, Foolio?
You better start yelling at me, boy.
You gonna get sent up there.
No, you better start yelling at me. I'll make you yell for your mom, boy.
Send a nigga to meet that fucking man.
What man?
You want to find out?
Yeah.
That's not the same thing.
I'll fuck with you, Bit Nine. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yes, it is, bro.
Even though you be talking shit, I'm on your ass. I fuck with you.
You know, once again, for a split second, I was thinking, hey, maybe these guys will settle their beef on Clubhouse, have a nice little chit chat and become friends, but of course not. 2 days later, on the 28th of March, 2021, Yungeen Ace, Spinner Benz, Whopper with the Chopper, and Fast Money Goon will drop their game-changing song, Who I Smoke, a track brutally dissing a whole bunch of ops, including Bibby, Tiki, Lil 9, Lil PD, Trey D, and Rod K, with the song itself going insanely viral due to the Vanessa Carlton 1,000 Miles sample devilishly remixed to make their lyrics about smoking dead ops irresistibly catchy. Before you knew it, Who I Smoke had racked up millions of views, and the YouTube culture vulture community was circling, with countless reactions to the viral hit circulating online.
I don't know why a song be sounding so fire when you dissing the niggas you killed. Like, I don't know what it is. He said he smoked Trey D or something like that. I'm like, I was with the Avril Lavigne. I was hitting the Carlton. Then as soon as I'm sorry. Who this nigga right here? I don't know this nigga, but this nigga look like he actually did the murder. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Boy, the white girl and me just came out. That's how every black nigga be cleaning their house up listening to this shit. I be in the kitchen with some socks on, doing the moonwalk, all kind of shit. You know the shit official if he do the famous point.
If I could find spirit fingers, bring it on. Hey, don't act like I'm the only nigga in here that watched Bring It On before, bro. Fuck up out of here. All y'all niggas have seen Bring It On.
Now, it's bad enough grieving your deceased loved ones without the entire internet singing that they're smoking them. And naturally, Who I Smoke was very upsetting for Foolio to hear. In response to that song, Foolio immediately took to IG, showing fans that he had quickly pulled up to the ATK hood of Melvin Park, defacing the sign, writing things like fuck 23, fuck Ace, and RIP Rod K on it, as well as claiming that Ace's old hood belongs to him now.
A big VL shit, nigga, this our hood right now. Our hood right now, nigga. We pull up to the art shit, this our shit now, nigga drop this, nigga. Park y'all bitch ass out, nigga. Man, we parked that another nigga shit all in the park, nigga. This our shit, nigga. No doubt, we all through this bitch. Smoking Big Key, smoking Big 23, smoking Mito Melvin, all that shit, nigga tripping, man.
While he was there, Foolio even gave out dollar bills to the local kids on a 6ix9ine ting.
You the best rapper.
Real, we at Melvin, man. That love dollar, bro. I appreciate that, you hear me? $1,000 for you. Couple one, huh?
Thank you.
Hey, love. 100. Huh?
Those diamonds?
Yeah, these diamonds. Holla, bro. Huh? Y'all $1? Huh?
But Foolio was really in Melvin Park to record a music video for his beatbox remix along with Kojak, spending enough time on the op block to record an entire music video with enough time to spare at the end to kick back and chill on the swing set, before briefly showing off the face of the cameraman who enabled all of this disrespect, surely marking him for death.
The swings in a minute, so we came to the ops block and did it. No. Hey, we ain't do that shit in a minute. We came to the ops block and did it. Nigga, we out there bitch litty in the city.
Foolio and Kojak dropped their beatbox remix song a few days later, and the comments for that video were pretty hilarious. Some were saying that this video is the perfect evidence for the cops. Others imagined parents coming back to find their kids and witnessing these nutters playing in the park, while others pointed out that Foolio references the names of so many dead ops in this song that it sounds like he's taken a classroom attendance. And I tell you what, he really did name a lot of people. I won't waste my time listing all of them, but they basically diss everybody that we've mentioned has been killed from the ATK side, as well as a few other names that I didn't even recognize. And Foolio would later say in a live that he had only mentioned around 15% of the names that he could have mentioned.
If we doing the whole 100%, that was like 15% of dead niggas' names I said. Only 15.
But that wasn't enough get back for Foolio while the whole world was still out there singing that they were smoking on Bibby. So Foolio would go on to make his own remix of Who I Smoke, dissing the usual dead ops, and saying that he was in their hood the same night, referring to going to film that beatbox video in Melvin Park.
I heard who I smoke, I was in their hood the same night.
But that wouldn't be enough either, oh no. Soon, Foolio took to live once again to diss Ace, recounting details from the scene of that original quadruple.
I did, well, I always remember, boy, your mama's son died, boy. Your mama's son died, boy. Stop playing, boy. Your best friend here was lit.
Foolio then went on to list all of the dead people he is smoking on once again, and forget the classroom roll call because this time Foolio called out more names than the goddamn credits of Saving Private Ryan. Foolio posted that the detectives probably got to go home early. But the disrespect was far from done, because in April, clips begun to circulate seemingly depicting Foolio at a gravesite, which some originally thought belonged to Ace's fallen brothers, but in his defense, Foolio later revealed that this was just a random cemetery.
They said I went too far because I went to a graveyard, right? I want to say some shit, but no, I wasn't at nobody's graveyard. I wasn't at none of my ops graveyard graves, like none of that shit, man. I want to know who came up with that shit in their head and said Foolio on his shit. I ain't do that shit.
However, even if it wasn't the real gravesite, Foolio was not holding back on the disrespect. Later that day, posting jaw-dropping clips of him driving around with pictures of the 3 people who died in that quadruple shooting, showing whole new levels of disrespect.
I don't know about when them niggas was in the car with Ace and all that shit, how that shit went down, but listen, car with me, they gonna be safe, nigga. Safety first, nigga. Keep your seatbelt on, buckle up, nigga. Fuck. Y'all ain't lacking in this car. You ain't gonna go down like that in this car, man. Scoot over, Quan. What are you doing? The fuck 23 hold, man. Come on, man. We going, y'all being some badass kids, man. Come on, man.
Now this turns out this was all for the song and music video for When I See You, the direct response to Who I Smoke. Released on the 23rd of April 2021, When I See You is so disrespectful that unlike Who I Smoke, which credited the song's producer and video's director, I assume, marking them both for certain death, When I See You has absolutely no credits. This thing is so disrespectful that understandably nobody wants to be affiliated with it as producer, director, runner, fluffer. There's one guy holding up the picture of the 3 murdered friends, and even he's got the good sense to keep his face covered. Hell, whatever print shop made that A2 poster for Foolio probably got spun the next day too. In the track, Foolio disses numerous dead ops, but with a particularly harsh focus on Ace's blood brother Quan and 23 who were killed in that car shooting with Ace. With Foolio ending the song with a fitting response to everybody out there who was still singing Who I Smoke, Bibby, with Foolio reminding everybody Rallo died with his heat for speaking on Bibby. When I See You blew up with the same energy of Who I Smoke, getting around 2 million views in 2 days and continuing to rack up millions of views as we speak. In fact, the video was doing so well, Foolio even went on live to flex his YouTube analytics, showing that this song was his biggest 48-hour debut on the platform.
This notification part right here say nice. More regular views are engaging with this video, helping it increase its reach. Then they sent me another notification, they sent me this.
Shit, that video did so well, I'm surprised YouTube didn't send Foolio that coveted message. Wow, the ops are clicking on this video and watching it longer than usual. You should reflect on which op packs get the best engagement when smoked so that you can more effectively diss the dead for clout. After all of the disrespect for the dead on both sides of this beef, especially on the song Who I Smoke, it's unsurprising that When I See You got a strong response. And Foolio actually went live after When I See You dropped to defend himself against a growing backlash that suggested that his response to Who I Smoke had gone a little too far.
Well, now I do what I do. Now I go too far. Now I'm going too far. How? Nigga was just shaking their ass and who they smoke, that and that. What matter about the name now? Not go niggas. Everybody mad. Everybody got frown faces. Oh, he going too far. He went too far. He went too far. He got a poster printed up, man. So the fuck what? Y'all niggas some hoes, man. Rest up, man. Hey, listen, rest up Rod K, man. Rest up Baby, man. Rest up Trinity. Rest up. Nigga was just this. Now my dog, not my turn. Not even fuck niggas, man. Oh, he riding away. He fuck. And then he can't get them niggas bike. Ain't fuck niggas went to a funeral lab. Pussy ass niggas. He was dishing on me. Now I'm smoking 23.
Today, police said DeAndre Thomas was the shooter. They charged him with murder.
2 guilty verdicts were read, one for Henry Hayes and one for Kwame Richardson, who were tried separately.
Finally, her family has the answers they've been looking for. Police arresting 21-year-old Roland Ball Jr. for murder.
21-year-old Hakeem Robinson and his father, 49-year-old Abdul Robinson, are both in the Duval County Jail.
In the past 2 weeks, 6 people have been arrested linked to at least one of the killings.
I can't lie. Who I Smoke is a catchy-ass song. So is When I See You. And look, if you've watched one of my videos on gang beefs before, you know I have a habit of ending these things by saying, oh, I just hope these guys can focus on music, stop beefing, and leave the violence in the streets. But realistically, when you look at this story, so much has gone down on both sides. Brothers killed, mothers and fathers shot in their own homes, children as young as 2 years old being shot and killed in the crossfire. It would be naive to think for even a second that there is going to be some kind of positive outcome or resolution to this feud. There's nothing I could ever say to Ace or Foolio or anyone else involved that would make them see things differently. And as moving as his music is, Yungeen Ace could never make a song that will make me truly understand the pain of losing your 3 brothers in front of your very eyes. And I know some people will watch this video and accuse me of leeching off of a bad situation and a tragedy by making content out of it. But the reality is, there's very little any of our words can do to calm the tensions of these 2 groups of warring men. Too much blood has been shed on both sides to think that there would ever be any kind of amicable resolution. The next best thing I think that we can do is just take a step back and take a mature look at this situation, to try and understand why everyone involved in this story was driven to act so viciously, so that the next generation of young men coming up in a place like Jacksonville or any city that's dangerous and disadvantaged can know the real consequences of being involved in this life. Perhaps there's some young people out there who really don't have the guidance in their life to tell them that recording a song or a social media clip saying that you're smoking a dead person or that you're going to smoke somebody could lead to your life being cut short early. Because despite being a catchy viral hit, the song Who I Smoke is really just about tragedy after tragedy. And all the peoples whose names that they're singing they smoked are real people with real families who miss them. This beef is particularly heartless. In fact, something I was taken aback by whilst I was researching this story was just how many of the people involved make reference to video games. I've heard numerous people joking in this beef that the ops lost a Fortnite battle, that they're getting kills like it's Warzone, or that somebody got wasted like it's GTA. That might sound like a funny diss in the moment, but some of these kids are really treating their lives like a video game. And I'm not trying to be funny when I say that when they get killed, they don't respawn. When they get arrested, they don't walk out of the police station $500 lighter and with none of the weapons they came in with. The mothers and fathers of the men who died in this deadly gang war are still grieving every day. Whether it's Queso putting a picture of him smoking the dead ops on his album cover, or the ATK boys dressing up in golf clothes and singing the names of who they smoke over a funny beat, this shit has got to stop. So I hope you found this video and this story interesting, but more importantly, I hope it's given you a better understanding of the reality behind some of the words in these songs. And in future, maybe think twice before you say you're smoking on Bibby, or Tuka, or Duck, and spare a thought for the brothers, sisters, the mothers, or even the children of the people you're saying that you're smoking in these songs. Because I know for a fact, you won't want somebody saying that they're smoking you or one of your loved ones.